Alright, so this is the tour of our Japanese apartment. The building that we're living in, it's translated to mean Towney Beetle. And this is the front entryway where you take off your shoes. And you have a little rack that you put your shoes in. And we put other stuff in there too. So this is the kitchen slash kind of dining room area. When we first got the place, we didn't know that we weren't gonna have a stove. Traditionally in Japan, I guess you have to buy a stove, so that's where it would have been. But we're using this kerosene stovetop instead. And this is the only counter space that we have. So we have this thing that goes over the sink for a little extra cutting space and whatnot. Here there would be a table if we were staying longer, but there's not. And we've got a big fridge and a microwave, which we're thankful for because we didn't have a big fridge in London. And then we have all of our recyclables because everything gets sorted, as seen over here. Everything gets sorted on a different day, has to go in different bags and canisters. So it's a lot of work. Here's our lovely Sumo calendar that our couch surfing host gave us, very kind of him. And then we go to the washer room, which is switch. So this is our Japanese washer, which we had to get someone to translate the settings for us because we can't read any of it. But apparently dry does not mean the same thing as it means in the US. Dry just means not as wet instead of actually dry. This is our toilet and toilet, so this is our toilet. And it has a little sink on top, and here's all of the settings that we don't use. Clearly that's to wash something. And if we had an outlet in the bathroom, we would be able to have the seat warmed, but we can't. But usually in Japan, the seats are warmed on the toilets, which is nice. And then this is our shower with a big tub, so the whole room can be a shower. And you can see how small the tub is. I fit quite nicely, but Cody doesn't. And then to turn on any hot water in the kitchen or the bathroom, we have to turn it on from here. And then you have to turn it off when you're done. And then we have our own living room, which is probably the best part. Nice big TV, a little couch and table, and a nice rug. And we have sliding doors. Very traditional Japanese sliding doors. And this is our bedroom, which has Japanese mats, which are very traditional as well. And this is our single bed that we both sleep on. We could have bought a futon to put on the floor, but then what would we do with bed frames? So we're basically just dealing with this for a few months. And also we have an outside balcony to hang our clothes dry. So this is our backyard, and this is where we hang our clothes. And somebody else's house and the main street. So that's our Japanese apartment. And I'm trying to think of any other quirky things about living here. There's no central air conditioning, no central heating, so we had to borrow heaters from PRI. And the lights have 3 settings. Super bright, not a big difference, and then have to squint, which doesn't completely make sense. And then there's no 3-prong outlets really except for one, and that's why my computer is charging from the top of the wall. So that's it. We have to walk probably about a half mile to get groceries, which isn't too bad. And We don't have phone service. We're just using Wi-Fi, which foreigners can't get Wi-Fi, but we were lucky enough to have someone help us out with a contract. And it's really hard to get a driver's license over here. If you're American, you have to take a test, because in America, Japanese people have to take a test, so it's an eye for an eye. Whereas if you're European or from the UK, you don't have to take a test at all. You just get your license. So we're not even gonna drive here either. So that's our little tidbit on living in Japan. And I hope you enjoyed our episode of Cody and Kristina's cribs.